Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the human connection in marketing and how a human connection can help boost your marketing. So when a lot of companies start doing marketing for themselves, they start trying to distance themselves from that marketing. They use very generic language like we here at blah blah company believe, and it sounds very much written by like a copywriter, which it probably is, and it doesn't sound very personal. And this can actually be a detriment to marketing. Unless you're a large company, it's going to help to put your employees and yourself, especially if you're running a company by yourself, in the forefront of your marketing. The first step to doing this is you want to get to know your potential customers. And this is where creating a persona can really come in handy. We talk about personas in most of our courses that deal with marketing at the Academy, but especially in the Digital Marketing 101 course, or Digital Marketing That Doesn't Suck. And by getting to know your customer, you're going to get to know their values and what they generally believe in. People want to buy from their friends. They want to feel good about where they are spending their money. And so they want to make sure that the places that they're spending their money align with them in some way. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to go out there and, put all of your personal beliefs online. In fact, don't do that. That is just opening another can of worms. But things that are wholesome and kind of generic can go a long way to helping your business. For instance, sharing pictures of you and your dog on the weekend might not seem like it's directly related to your marketing, but it humanizes you. And it makes other people who also love their dogs realize, hey, they have a puppy, I have a puppy. And you would be surprised at how much engagement those types of posts get that get people more familiar with your brand almost on accident. You are your best marketing asset. As much as there's nothing new being created. The service or product you offer, chances are there's at least one other person out there offering it. And while you might have a different approach to customer service, you might have better packaging, things like that, people aren't going to know that, one, unless you share that. And two, what's really going to set you apart is how you communicate, how you connect with people. So the customer service might have been a slightly bad example there. Your customer service can be, the great thing that does set you apart that people are going to see. But really connecting with your clients on a personal level is what is going to make you stand out above the other person. There are a lot of people out there who let's take pot holders. This is very silly. Let's say you're in the market for a pot holder. Your friend makes pot holders and they sell them for $15. And then Walmart makes pot holders and they sell them for $10. Now in that case, if you're on a budget, you might still have to go with the Walmart brand, but chances are you're going to go with your friend. You're going to spend the extra $5 because you're supporting someone who makes you feel good, who makes you feel seen. And that's how you want to make your customer and your clients feel when they're interacting with you in your business, because then they're going to keep coming back. They're going to, forgive little things that happen because stuff happens in business all the time. And my camera just went way out of focus. So hello. There we go. All right, moving on. So what are some ways that you can do this? If you are a small creator or if you are, getting started, you can share parts of your process with people. You can kind of invite them to watch you make something. And I'm not saying like you live stream. I mean, you could live stream you doing things. But what you can do is you can set up a time-lapse video of you creating an item. And that kind of invites people into that space and lets them share that inherently intimate moment with you. Sharing what tools you use, talking about your struggles, being really honest about where you have had hang-ups in your process. And you can do this through video, you can do this on a blog, you can do this through a series of social media posts. Any way you can share information, you can do this really effectively. And just allow people to comment back and ask questions. Also, answering the questions people ask can be really powerful and make them feel seen. So putting out there like, hey, I had somebody ask about how we get this specific shine on our widget, and talking about that process, answering the question. If they're comfortable, but always ask first, calling them out, tagging them in it. Collaborations with other creators or businesses that are aligned but not like direct competitors can also be a really good way to kind of show that back and forth. Going live while doing interesting things in the office. So whether it's that you guys are about to do an escape room and you go live right beforehand and talk about it, and then afterwards, just sharing those moments where the team is interacting together and that you're all people too. And then I also really love when companies, creators, whoever, go live and actually answer questions from customers, interact with them in that medium. That can be a really great way to humanize as well. So other than marketing, the other thing that creating that connection does is it will make things like customer service a little simpler for you. One, people are going to, I touched on this earlier, forgive people that they like. Things can go wrong and you can feel the freedom to say, hey, this is what happened. I'm so sorry. Let's make this right. And you already have a foundational relationship there to build on. Now, some caveats to all of this. While you want to make people feel like they are a part of what's happening, you want to make them feel welcome and part of a community, you do want to make sure that you maintain your boundaries. Once you say yes to something, it's hard to say no to it the next time. And so while it works for getting you customers, it can also kind of be a double-edged sword, because you are probably going to want to do things for people that you wouldn't normally do. And you want to be careful that you're not cutting into your bottom line, you're not giving too much time, that you are holding the boundaries you need to run a successful business back. Bending the rules every now and then is great, but just make sure you don't make a habit of it. Make sure that it really fits the relationship that you have with that person before you do it. I say this from personal experience. I do this all the time. I love to get to know our clients. I love to share parts of what's going on and have those moments where like, hey, I'm out of the office because something big happened, and being able for them to like honestly care. And in return, like honestly care when they have hangups and they can't get me something that I need to do my part of the work because they've got stuff going on. Like, it makes that all easier, but it does mean that I've made some very big mistakes with giving too much and having to go back to them and be like, hey, like, I really like you, and I know I said yes last time, but I can't this time, and it makes that conversation harder. So you do want to maintain boundaries. You want to make them feel like they do know you, but at the same time, it is a business relationship, and you need to be careful with that. But all in all, building that human connection, sharing about what, don't be afraid to get personal and share parts of yourself online. Just be careful, like with anything. But I think you will find that the more that you do humanize yourself and humanize your business to other people, you will find greater success and clients and customers that are aligned, that you actually want coming back to you. This was my long rambling of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. You can leave them in the comments, or you can reach me at aj@bytesizedigital.com, and somebody will answer you. All right, I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.